The Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network presents the Washington Senators at the California Angels in the Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball replay. This is the second of a three-game series dated August 2, 1969. The pitchers are, for Washington, Barry Moore, the left-hander, and for California, Tom Murphy, a right-hander. In just a couple minutes, we will review the opening lineup. So we want to welcome you to Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball. Our next game will be tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm going to go with the 9 and 5 schedule. That's U.S. Eastern Time. I'll have it posted shortly after this ball game. Let's review our lineups for the Washington Senators. They come into this game 3 games over 500, 17 and a half behind the first place Orioles. They're sneaking up on Detroit, though. Leading off is Del Unser, left-handed hitter. He's in center field. Batting second is Lee May. He will play right field. Frank Howard in left. Mike Epstein at first. Bernie Allen at second base, Hank Allen at third base, Eddie Brinkman at short, Jim French doing the catching. He's a left-handed hitter. And Barry Moore, the pitcher, a left-hander for the Senators. For the California Angels, leading off is Sandy Alomar, switch hitter. He'll bat right against Moore. He's at second base. Jim Spencer bats second. He's at first. Rick Reichert in left field. Jim Fregosi, the cleanup hitter, playing shortstop. Bubba Morton bats fifth in right field. Kathy Harden has arrived. So glad to see you. So glad. Aurelio Rodriguez at third base. He bats sixth. Jay Johnstone, we'll see, he was pretty mild last game. He'll play center field and bat seventh. Joe Askew is the catcher. And the pitcher, Tom Murphy, a right-hander. In the first game, some of you may remember, the Angels beat Washington 1-0, a great pitching game. Rudy May went all the way, not all the way, he got the win. Tatum came in to close it. We're waiting for the 5 p.m. tweet, then the Angels will take the field. We're at the Big A. And we'll get ready to play some baseball. Looking ahead to tomorrow on the schedule, tomorrow, our morning game, 9 a.m. Eastern U.S., Chicago White Sox at Detroit Tigers, the second game of their three-game series. Gary Peters, the left-hander, will pitch for the White Sox, and Lolich for the Tigers. Our 5 p.m. game, as it's tentatively scheduled, will be Cleveland at Kansas City. That'll be the second of a three-game series. For Cleveland, it will be Stan Williams, the pitcher. And for the Royals, I'm not sure who it's going to be. They have a Chris Zachary. He's not on the roster. It's a relatively rare event. We'll get somebody as an alternative. So join us for more Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball here on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network tomorrow, 9 a.m. and then 5 p.m. as it's tentatively scheduled. Check in regularly for updates. Good ones coming up indeed. And we got about a minute until we expect the California Angels to take the field. And we hope you enjoy SBN. This is respite from the madness going on in the world today and these days. An opportunity to temporarily escape the madness. Okay, there it is, 5 p.m. Eastern, according to my schedule. The tweet is up, and the tweet is good. And the Angels take the field. Big hand for the California Angels. If they win tonight, they will be playing 500 baseball. They're one game under 500. And leading it off for the Washington Senators will be Del Unser, going against Tom Murphy, the right-hander. Okay, Unser steps into the batter's box. Murphy is ready. And here we go into his windup, and the pitch to Unser. 6-8. He grounds it to second X. That's going to be for Alomar. 2-3. And that goes through for a base hit. So Unser with a single, getting just past the reach of Alomar. Who do you like, Kathy? I like Washington. I want Washington. Unser on first now with a leadoff single. Here's Lee May. That's low for a ball to May. Murphy working from the stretch now with Unser on first, no outs. She wants the Senators. Okay. Howard with 38 home runs, Epstein with 29 home runs. They've made up quite a duo. I might be using Epstein against left-handers just to help him along. I don't mind some deviations. Well, it's a full count on May. Murphy from the stretch and the pitch to May. 4-6, fly ball center field. Under it is Johnstone. He makes the catch. There's one away. I think Rigney, the manager, probably had a talk with him. He's playing it very straightforwardly. Johnstone out in center field. One out, Unser held at first. Here's Hondo. 38 home runs. Almost on a pace to break Roger Maris's record. Lord. And Murphy from the stretch, the pitch to Howard. That's 6-12. It's a grounder to second again, Alomar. 6-3. And he turns the double play. And the side is retired. No runs, one hit, none left. After a half, it's Washington nothing, and California coming to bat. Here's Barry Moore for the visiting Senators, a left-hander. Okay, Moore is ready. Alomar steps in. He's a switch hitter. He'll bat right against Moore. Just underway here at the Big A. Here's Moore now, and the pitch to Alomar. That's 1-7. He grounds it to third. Hank Allen over to Epstein, one down. And here's Jim Spencer. Can be listening to the Dodger game tonight at 10:10 p.m. on LA 570 AM radio via MLB.com. Okay, Spencer, a left-handed hitter. So it's lefty-lefty with one out. Here's the pitch from Moore. 6-9, it's hit deep. Deep by Spencer to right field. And that is gone. A home run by Jim Spencer off Moore. A 1-0 lead now by the California Angels. Fans cheering. Spencer with a long shot. 6-9. That's gone. Wait a minute. Yes, it's gone. So it's 1-0, and Rick Reichert is the batter. Here's Moore now. The pitch to Reichert. 5-11. Grounds it to third. Again, it's Hank Allen. Throws it to Mike Epstein, 2 down for Jim Fregosi. Whew. Two outs, nobody on, bottom of the first, 1-0 California. Here's Moore into his windup, and whoops! Oh shit! That's a re-roll. Sorry if I startled y'all. That's a freaking reroll. Let's get that going again here. There we go. Okay, Fregosi, 2 outs, nobody on. And Moore is ready. Here's the pitch to Fregosi. 111. And he grounds it to first. Epstein gloves it. Tosses it to Moore covering. And the side is retired. But there was 1 run on the home run by Spencer. It's 1-0 California after 1. We move to the top of the second. Tom Murphy now for the Angels. And here comes Mike Epstein. 29 blasts, making Howard and Epstein a strong 1-2 punch in the lineup. Howard has 38 home runs. If you have the stats, you might as well show them off, right, Kathy? I mean, you know, it may be only home runs and wins, but I might as well use them. Okay, Murphy is ready. Here's the pitch to Epstein. That's 2-3, and he grounds it back to Murphy for the out. So Murphy gets Epstein to hit a very light ground ball right back to him. It's 1 away. And here's Bernie Allen now. We got Bernie and Hank. 2 Allens in the lineup, in the 5 and 6 spots. Murphy with 1 out, nobody on. The pitch to Bernie. That's 3-6, and that's popped to first. Spencer makes the catch, 2 down for Hank Allen. A great era, 1969. A strike called to Hank Allen. Here's Murphy. And the pitch. 1-9. And he grounds it to second. Alomar throws him out, and it's a 1-2-3 for Murphy. And after 1.5, 1-0 Angels. Yeah, bottom of the second now. Nice crowd out here at the Big A tonight. Leading it off, Bubba Morton. Bubba. Moore and Morton. Here's the pitch to Bubba. 1-6. And he hits it deep. Oh my, this is going to left. Back goes Howard. It's gone. Bubba Morton with a home run. The second home run, both solo shots. And that makes it a 2-0 ball game. Let's look at that again. 1-6, right-handed against the lefty. That's home run 1-18. Well, that's gone. So it's 2-0. Moore has thrown 2 tomatoes. Otherwise, he's retired 3 batters. Here's Rodriguez now. 2-0 Angels. Here's the pitch to Rodriguez. 3-7. There's a base hit. for Rodriguez. At least there's some runs in this game. The first game, it was 1-0 Angels. Rudy May with the win. Senators got shut out. They're hoping to change that tonight. Rodriguez on first. Still no outs. Here's Jay Johnstone now. Very, very straightforward behavior. I think Rigney had a talk with him. I think that talk did him some good. Here's more from the stretch. And the pitch to Johnstone. 2-3. Pops it up right behind the plate. Jim French, the catcher, makes the catch. And that's one away. So Rodriguez on first, one down. Askew, the catcher, comes to the plate. This is time travel, people. We've gone back in time to replay the 1969 baseball season with Strat-O-Matic. Here's the pitch to Askew. 3-6. He pops it up to short. There's Brinkman, 2 down. And it's very real to me right now. I'm not saying it is real or anything like that. It's a fantasy card and dice baseball game. This goddamn thing won't get straight. There we go. Whoops. So with 2 down, Rodriguez on first. Tom Murphy, the pitcher. There we go. Here's the pitch to Murphy. That's 3-8, and he grounds it to third for Hank Allen, and he throws it to Epstein, and the side is retired. 1 run again on a solo home run again, but this time it was by Bubba Morton off of Moore. It's 2-0 after 2. Here come the Senators. Williams really done a great job with the Senators this year. Leading it off will be Eddie Brinkman. Then it'll be the catcher Jim French, and then Moore. Crazy world. Here's Murphy now. The pitch to Brinkman. 6-8. He grounds it to second. That's going to be for Alomar. Can he get this? 8-3. And yes, he does. Throws him out. Only 1 base runner in the game for Washington was Unser when he hit a ball right past the reach of Alomar. It's 1 out now. Here's Jim French. He's a left-handed hitter. And Murphy, he winds and the pitch. 3-6, and that is a double in the gap for French. A stand-up double, despite his lack of speed. That was a very dangerous thing for Jim French to do, because Bill Rigney has a rule, and that is you get fined $1,000, and back in '69 that was a lot of money, if you ever get tagged out standing up. Think about it. He wants his players to slide and avoid that tag. But French got the stand-up double. He did not get tagged out. The throw came in pretty quickly, though, from Johnstone. So French on second, 1 down, and here's Barry Moore at the plate. He's a 3 WL. And the pitch to Moore, 6-6. Base hit up the middle. French rounding third, and he comes home. Boy, was he on his horse. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. So Moore helping his cause. Indeed. And Moore's on first with 1 out. And here's Del Unser. I'll tell you. Murphy from the stretch, and the pitch to Dell. That's 6-7. And that's hit that into the gap again. That's going to drop, and that's going to be a double for Unser. And Moore goes to third. Oh my. A double by Unser, his second hit of the ball game. It's second and third 1 out, and Lee May, the batter, infield comes in on May. Okay, here's the pitch from Murphy. 2-5, and it's a base hit. 2-run score. And the Senators lead 3-2. Nice timely hitting by Lee May, I tell you. That was beautiful. And the Senators have 4 hits in a row. It's May on first, still only 1 out. 3 runs in off Murphy. And here comes the big man. And this guy is frickin' big. He's so big he has his own zip code. Okay, Howard is so big that I wish I can give you a whole list of those. He is frickin' big. I think he's 6'7", maybe even 6'8", I don't know. May on first, still 1 out. 3 in, 3-2 Senators. Pitch to Howard for 8, and he struck him out. Howard goes down, swinging. 2 away. May on first, and here's Mike Epstein. They called him Super Jew. Now, I'm Jewish, so, I think I have some, a little latitude there. But today that wouldn't be politically correct. But you got to have a sense of humor. Epstein, left-handed hitter, facing Murphy. It's 2 outs. It's May on first with 3 in. And the pitch to Epstein, 6-5, fly ball left, hit well, but Reichert is under it. And the side is retired. But there were 3 runs for Washington. What a pleasant surprise. On 4 consecutive hits, a double, a single, a double, a single. You're going to get some runs when that happens. And 1 left on after 2.5, 3-2 Nats over the Angels. And we were worried about Barry Moore, Kathy Harden, but, he's got the lead now. Let's see if he can settle down. We'll be moving to the top of the order. It's going to be Sandy Alomar, batting right-handed. He's a switch hitter, facing Moore, the southpaw. Beautiful night for a ball game. Okay, Moore is ready. Moore winds, and the pitch to Alomar. That's 4-9. And he flies it to right field for Lee May. And there's 1 away. Jim Spencer now hit the solo blast, gets a good hand from the crowd, the hometown crowd. This is lefty-lefty, and he popped that one over the right center field wall. Okay, here's more now. The pitch to Spencer. 5-10, grounds it to short. Brinkman. He's a 2, you know. He's freaking as 2 as you can be, and he throws him out for the second out of this inning. Watching more. Williams, very, very, very intense in the dugout. His eyes with that 10-10 vision, eyeing his pitcher. Rick Reichert is the batter. With 2 outs, nobody on, he grounded to third in the first. Moore is ready. Here's the pitch. That's 4-6, and he pops it up to short. Brinkman makes the catch. It's 1-2-3 for Barry Moore. Kathy Harden. Barry Moore looked very nice in the third. And after 3, it's a 3-2 ball game. Indeed it is. And here comes Tom Murphy. Got tagged for 3 runs without anything from Howard and Epstein. I mean, they're 0 for 4 tonight. The Howard-Epstein duo. Sort of makes the ball game kind of exciting to have those 2 power men in the lineup. And Epstein had 30 some odd home runs. Maybe it was 30. It is 30. And he's overperforming. He has 29 home runs. Howard with 38. Okay, Murphy is out, and leading it off will be Bernie Allen, then it will be Hank Allen, and then it will be Eddie Brinkman. Allen, a left-handed hitter. Williams putting in as many lefties as he can. Here's the pitch, 4-8, and that's a fly ball to right field. And Morton makes a catch. 1 down. Now it's Hank Allen. You gotta be careful with this guy. It's not Hank Aaron. Okay, it's Hank Allen. I like to call Hank Aaron Henry Lewis Aaron. Anyway, you know, Lewis was the middle name, I believe, is the first name, I believe, of Lou Gehrig. I could be wrong. Hank Allen at the plate, right-handed. Murphy, the pitch. That's 5-7, and he struck him out, his second of the ball game. Maybe Murphy now can find a groove. Eddie Brinkman 0 for 1. Here's the pitch from Murphy. 4-10, grounder to short. Scooped by Fregosi. Tosses it to, not tosses, throws to Spencer. A 1-2-3 for Murphy. So, like Moore, Murphy retires the side in order. And after 3.5, it's still 3-2. And Moore will come out. He's retired 6 in order after letting up 2 solo blasts. Senators lead by 1. Fregosi leads it off. And Moore winds, and the pitch to Fregosi. 5-9, grounds it to short. Brinkman. 10-2. Whoa, he boots it. Oh, God knows what he did with that. It's a 2-base error by Eddie Brinkman. It happens to the shortstops quite a bit. You're very vulnerable there. My father used to say some of the better fielders make more errors because they get to things that others wouldn't get to, but then those should not be errors. I used to always come back, and he'd just, shake his head up in an up position and just throw his eyes up in the air. Fregosi on second, no outs. And here's Bubba Morton. And look at, I can see Brinkman is very mad at himself. Okay, more from the stretch. The pitch to Bubba. Bubba. And Bubba hits it deep. Oh my, he's going to do it again. It's gone. A 2-run home run by Bubba Morton. Oh my Lord. Oh, and the Angels take a lead in this ball game. Bubba Morton, now with his 3 RBIs. Mr. Perota, I don't know if you're here. I'll go ahead. Fregosi is unearned. I say Morton is earned. So it's a 4-3 ball game, Kathy Harden, and that is a real, wake-up call. And that's the 3rd goddamn home run that Moore has let up. Morton has 2 of them. Lord Christ. Oh, you play enough games, there's going to be things that happen, and there is action in the Senators' bullpen. Now, if you notice, Hannon, Cox, and Schellenbach were all used in real world, and they are available. And I'm going to have Schellenbach warming. He's a left-hander, and he's probably the best of the bunch. As far as Cox goes, he's really good. Okay, in fact, he's there he had no saves, but pitched 172 innings with a 2.78 frickin' ERA. Jesus. He's going to pitch more and more start games, okay? But he is a right-hander. He's also warming. So a duo warming in the bullpen for Washington. And Rolly Rodriguez is the batter. It's 4-3 now. And Rodriguez, 1-6, and that is a base hit by Rodriguez, just out of the reach of Bernie Allen. I guess if he was a few inches taller, he might have had that. So Rodriguez just pops it over second base for a base hit, and still nobody out. And Jay Johnstone, now, wait a minute, he's walking backwards, but, okay, he's doing a sort of a back and forth step. Very bizarre. Rigney, let me check. Rigney is not happy. Here's the pitch now to Johnstone. That was bad. I thought maybe it'll help. 2-6, pops it up to first. And Epstein makes the catch. There's the first out of the inning. Here's Joe Askew. Rodriguez on first, 1 out. 2 in. Again, the error, the 2-base error by Brinkman, and then the home run by Bubba Morton, his second. Here's the pitch to Askew, 2-6, and he grounds it to third. That's a double play pulled by Hank. It was Hank to Bernie to Mike. And the side is retired. But 2 runs, 1 of them unearned at least. We don't keep that stat anyway, but it's 4-3 California after 4. What a very, very intense game this is. Sometimes you don't know how intense something is until you're while you're in it. Murphy. Now he's leading in this ball game, and it's going to be Jim French. We'll see if Moore hits. Oh, there's a strike called on French right down the middle. Lord. Okay, Murphy is ready. He gets the sign from Askew. And here's the pitch to French. 2-6. Pops it up to first. And Spencer makes the catch. There's one away. And here comes Barry Moore. I'm sorry, they're going to have a hitter for Barry Moore. Oh, Lord, I thought he was coming in. No, Barry Moore is being pulled. Ooh, what a game. I made a mental note. I didn't write it down of who pinch hit in this game. Lord. No wonder he doesn't, Williams doesn't play Brantalia against right-handers. Look at him against right-handers. Jesus. He can hit some home runs, but that's about it. Lord. We're sorry for the delay. It's going to be Ed Stroud coming. No. Yes, Ed Stroud is coming in. Now I remember he was used. Not that we feel obligated at all to follow that system, but as far as the relievers, we have it. And if we do, we do. If we don't, we frickin' don't. Here's Ed Stroud now with 1 out, nobody on. That'll be it from Moore. And I see coming in will be Casey Cox. Cox will be coming in. Very, very interesting. We'll get Cox in due course when he warms up. Ed Stroud is the batter, hitting for Moore. Hitting for Moore. So 1 out, nobody on, and Murphy, the pitch to Stroud. That's 3-5, and that's a grounder to first. Picked up by Spencer. He'll take it himself. 2 outs. Stroud retired. Back to the top of the order. Del Unser, 2 for 2, single, doubled, and scored. Murphy has retired 7 in order. The pitch to Unser. 3-12. Lines it to second, caught by Alomar. It was not an easy ball. He sort of was taken surprised by it. Got a little slipped off his feet, but got to it. 3-12, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 again for Murphy. He's retired 8 in order now. And it's 4-3 in the middle of the 5th. And here comes the new pitcher, Casey Cox. Now Moore pitched 4. He allowed 5 hits, no walks, no strikeouts, and he allowed 3 earned runs. 1 unearned came in. Without Mr. Perota, that's our best guess. And Cox will be warming up, and he will face Murphy, the pitcher, who has retired 8 in order, mind you. He will face him when we get back from this break, a half-time break for me. Of a duration of about 3 to 5 minutes. And we are so glad that you have joined us. I just keep those little dots there to remind myself who the pitcher of record is. More the loser, Murphy the winner, but we're far from that situation. I'll be back, and when I do come back, I'm gonna take on this tiny little pretty thing right there and pray, even though I'm agnostic, pray that everything will be all right. And I hope all of you are all right on this beautiful Thursday night Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball, brought to you by SBN, the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. And I'm Jeffrey Guterman. We're doing the entire 69 replay. This game was on August 2, 1969. It's the second of a three-game series between Washington and California. It was a pitcher's duel in the first game. May won it. 1-0 was the final score. Angels won. Here it's 4-3 Angels. 3 home runs hit by the Angels club. 2 of them by Morton. Bubba Morton. Okay. Meanwhile, Casey Cox comes in after the pinch hitter Stroud was retired, but Casey Cox will be coming in. I'll let you take a gander. He is a right-hander, and I'll let you take a gander at him as he takes his warm-ups, and I'll be back again, 3 to 5 minutes. Woo! Lord help me, God. Bovine perspiration on her upper lip area. Woo. Sometimes if you think about it in a certain way, life is so absurd. Human life, you know? I think about it. And by the way, absurdity, meaninglessness, help me, ironically, ascribe more meaning to life, because you really get into it from a human perspective. I'll be back. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Guterman. I'm in the Bob Murphy broadcast booth. It's like Air Force One, wherever we are. That's the Bob Murphy broadcast booth. We're heading to the bottom of the fifth. I'm going to wait to ingest that piece of cannabis until the top of the sixth, right before the big man comes up. Okay, Casey Cox is in for Barry Moore after Moore allows 4 runs, one of them unearned. And leading it off will be the pitcher, Tom Murphy. So Cox gets a fairly easy shot in his first batter that he faces. Murphy, a right-handed hitter. Here's Cox for 5. And he flies it to right field. May is under it for the first out. Routine fly to May, and here comes the big man. Big man 0 for 2 tonight. He still gets, oops, what the hell am I doing? Wait a minute, fuck, I was using the wrong, no, Murphy's up. Yeah, no, see, I fucked that up, you see? I put it in the wrong spot. It happens, folks, but you catch yourself. Right, Kathy Harden? You catch yourself. That does not exist. We'll wait to try to transform that into whatever that will turn out to be, so do not pay attention to that for now. Please. Don't frickin' even mind it. Don't mind it at all. Like I said, I'm gonna... Can you imagine if I'd love to be an announcer and be a billionaire so that I could just do announcing my way? I could create my own network. Big Hondo, 38 smackers this year. He's on a pace, Mr. Perota said last night, of 56. Which would put him right up there with one of the top people ever. I think right behind Greenberg with 58. Okay, Cox is ready. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, shit. Shit. Oh, shit. It's the bottom of the 5th. 4-5 for Murphy. Right-hander is the same thing. You see, that was a double. Yeah, Steve, I saw that before I fixed that up. But it's the same play. I caught my own error. I think that's unearned, big guy. You weren't here. Of course, it could be changed. Mr. Perota is our official scorer and the designee of the star of the game, or stars of the game. Call it most valuable player of the game, whatever the hell you want to do. Here's Alomar batting left against Cox, and the pitch. 6-9, great to see Mr. Perota here. Grounder to second, 2 away. So Cox retires the first 2 Angels, and it's Jim Spencer, 1 for 2 with a solo blast. There he is, yeah. You know, you could probably get artificial intelligence someday. There you go. You know, you're a good teacher, Steve. And what I like most about it is you're not a dick about it. Okay? No, but you really are. I knew that. I learned that from you. Yeah, that guy, but that'll be earned. And isn't that a judgment call? Spencer, left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch from Cox. 4-8. And he grounds it to first. Big Epstein steps on the bag, side retired, so Cox looks very nice in the bottom of the fifth. We're heading to the sixth. A little bit of a sort of a weird, wait a minute, 4-6, 4-8, yeah. So you second guess yourself after a while. Well, here comes Murphy. Murphy has retired 8 in order, and Lee May will lead it off. So I took my hit a little prematurely, but I still got a spec. Here's May, 1 for 2. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to really. That's very helpful, Stephen. Very, very helpful. Yeah, got it. You mean it could be? We don't know yet. Okay, gotcha. We'll look to see if it is. Here comes May to lead it off. Pitch from Murphy, and he struck him out. And that's the third for Tom Murphy. And here's the big guy. Okay. I think I was just a little eager to... Oh, and as it turns out, wait a minute. That would... 1 out. I guess it ends up being earned. I guess. Oh, if it follows what should have been the third out. Okay, yeah, you're right, exactly. And it was not. 1 out. But, you know, it's kind of a funny thing. The double play is sort of might make that unearned. I don't have to explain that to you, why that might be so. Big man at the plate. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes on Howard. Senators trail by 1. Okay, Murphy into his windup. Pitch to Howard, 6-5, and he flies it to right. And Morton, Bubba, 2-home run Morton makes the catch. Oh, so therefore a home run is earned. The error makes it 1 out. Oh, yes. Oh, okay. I see the logic there. That's simple enough. Got it. That was pretty cut and dry. Got it. So Howard is 0 for 3, 2 outs, and here comes Epstein. Epstein 0 for 2. Murphy, 1-7, grounds it to first. Spencer has it, steps on the bag, and the side is retired, and that's going to be 11 in order for Tom Murphy. And we head to the bottom of the 6th, and it's a 4-3 ball game. Don't go anywhere, folks. This is far from over. Rick Reichert now facing Cox. Cox retired the side in order in his first inning of relief for Barry Moore, who allowed 4 runs in 4 innings. And Reichert steps in. Here's the pitch from Cox. 2-10, and that's hit well in the gap, and it's cut off by Johnstone. Throws it in. It's a base hit for Reichert. A stand-up single. Just kidding. Okay, very rarely you see someone slide into first. And this actually, I think I've seen a couple times. Good reason to. You know, get that body out there. at the last second. It's Reichert on first to lead it off. Fregosi. Pitch from Cox, 5-8. Pops it up to short. Brinkman 1 down. And here comes Bubba. Good hand for Bubba. 2 for 2. 2 solo blasts. Actually, a solo and a 2-run. Okay, Cox. The pitch, 4-12. Grounds at the second for the force. So Bubba is on first with 2 down for Rodriguez. 2 for 2, 2 singles. Cox digs in to the rubber. Here's the pitch to Rodriguez. One seven. It's a base hit up the middle for Rodriguez. His 3rd single of the ball game. Morton goes to second. He holds. He's just 1-11, 1-13, 1-11. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, Mr. Perota, right there, yeah. I think I'm getting able to sort of assess these better and better on each play. First and second, 2 down, and here comes Davy Johnstone. Johnstone looks very solemn. He's a real character. It's first and second, 2 down. And the pitch from Cox. 1-5. And Johnstone hits it deep. And again, it's cut off, but it drops in for a base hit. Bubba scores. Rodriguez to third. It's a tie ball game. My Lord. I'm sorry. No, it's 5-3. I made an error there, folks. 5-3 ball game. So Cox really having trouble here in the 6th. It's Joe Askew now. Infield back for the double play. Cox. 5-7. Grounded to third for the force, and the side is for the out. And the side is retired, but 1 run. 3 singles. And it's 5-3 Angels. Lord, these Senators. Angels trying to get to 500 tonight. They're 50-51. And meanwhile, Tom Murphy has retired 11 in order after allowing 3 runs in the 3rd. It's going to be Bernie Allen, Hank Allen, and Eddie Brinkman here in the top of the 7th. We're moving right along. Bernie Allen, left-handed hitter, facing Murphy. Bernie 0 for 2 tonight. Murphy. Fouled back by Allen and out of play. Okay, Murphy is ready. Here's the pitch, 5-7, and that is a base hit by Murphy to lead it off. By Bernie to lead it off. And Hank Allen, the tying run. I think Hank is a better ball player than Bernie. I really do. Okay, Murphy from the stretch. The pitch to Hank, 1-6, and it's hit back to Murphy. Throws to second to get Allen. Hank is safe though, so that's a force out. 1 down. Wait a minute. Oh, that's a frickin' double 1-6. Yeah, B. You see what happens? It's like driving when you're on weed, which I wouldn't recommend, but you're very careful. Here's Eddie Brinkman. 1 out, Hank Allen on first. And the pitch to Brinkman. And that is a line out to short diving catch by Fregosi. Nice catch, 2 away. A 2-6 line out. And Jim French is the batter. French doubled and scored in that 3-run inning. With 1 out, he doubled. And then Moore knocked him home. Okay, here's French with 2 outs and Hank on first. Here's the pitch, 4-5. Grounds it to short. Fregosi, 7-2. And he throws him out. The side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. 7th inning stretch. And I think we got a ball game here. 5-3 ball game. And here comes Casey Cox. And leading it off is Tom Murphy. Nice crowd, nice hand for Murphy. He's allowed 3 runs in 7 innings. Murphy 0 for 2. (5-4). And he walked him. Cox walks Murphy. Wow. Murphy takes first. Lord. 5-4. Walked him. Lord, look at that. And here comes Alomar, 0 for 3. It's 5-3 Angels. Again, they won 1-0. May got the win in the first game of this series. Okay, the pitch to Alomar. 2-3, and he grounds it to first. Murphy will go to second on this. Epstein hits the bag. It's 1 away. Murphy on second now. And Jim Spencer, 1 for 3, solo blast, the first of 3 tonight. 2 of them were by Bubba Morton. Here's the pitch. 3-5, struck him out. Cox with his first strikeout. It's 2 away. Murphy on second, and Reichart 0 for 3, reached on the 2-base error by Eddie Brinkman, and came home on Morton's second home run of the evening. 2 outs. It's Murphy on second. Here's the pitch to Reichart. 1-7, and he flies it to center. Under it is Unser. And he makes the catch. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits. The walk to Murphy, left on second after 7. 5-3 Angels. And there's going to be a hitter for Casey Cox. Jim Schellenbach will be coming in as he did in Real World. Cox pitched 3. He allowed 3. He walked 1, struck out 1, and allowed 1 run. And Schellenbach will be the 3rd pitcher for the evening for the Senators. And let's see who's going to hit for Cox. It's Slim Pickens over here on the bench. It's Murphy. Thank you. I could go with this guy. This guy once won the Most Valuable Player award, but he was not. You know who I'm going with? I'm going with Ken McMullen. And we'll be seeing a lot of Ken very shortly. He's been hurt, but he's well enough to hit, like much better than Gibson when he hit that home run. I mean, that guy could hardly walk, unless you think I'm exaggerating. I really think. Okay, McMullen steps in to lead it off against Murphy. It'll be Schellenbach coming in to pitch to the bottom of the 8th. Murphy is ready. Here's the pitch to McMullen. 3-5. He walked him. And there's a runner for McMullen. That's one thing they do have. They got some, some people who can run. And I should freaking hope so. It's going to be Sam Bowens coming in to run for Ken McMullen. Sam Bowens, he had 57 at-bats. A 1-14. So Bowens on first. And here's Del Unser. Senators down by 2, top of the 8th. Senators facing Murphy. Bowens on first. He goes back, Bowens, by the way. You go back some years. Here's the pitch to Unser now. 6-9. And he grounds it to first for the force. He's a 1-15, by the way. So Unser is on, 6-9 with 1 out. And here comes Lee May. Big man on deck. Okay, Murphy. The pitch to May, 4-11, and that's a base hit to right field. Unser goes to second, stretching. 1-14, he'll hold. It's a tough call. Would you have held, Mr. Perota? It's first and second, 1 out. And here comes the big man. And there is a small contingent of Washington fans who came out here on the West Coast. I was speaking to a couple of them in the hotel. Big man at the plate, first and second. Big man is the go-ahead run. Nats down by 2, 1 down. Murphy from the stretch. And by the way, one more hit or walk and he'll get out. Big Frank, here's the pitch, 4-11. Base hit up the middle for big one. Oh my. Now this is a tough call, Mr. Perota. You want to make it? Unser, rounding third, coming home, 1-15. Still only 1 out, -1, 1-14. Was that to right? 4-11. Yes. It's the center. Shit. 4-11. I'm not looking at what you're writing right now. 4-11 center field. See that, Kathy Harden? How tough it is? -1, John Stone. 1-14. You coming home? They need 2 runs. He's holding again. Oh my. There might be a delay in this broadcast. Oh, Perota wants to bring him home. You want to bring him home? I'll need confirmation again. I'll wait. I think he wants Perota. I'm letting Perota call this one. Answer. Oh, no, you say no. Okay, because you said absolutely earlier. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. It's bases loaded, one out, Murphy in trouble. And Murphy is coming out. Oh, my. Oh, Murphy is through. Oh, my. Look at how that happens with Epstein coming up, folks. Big Mike. Murphy has fatigued, and you can see it. 7 1/3. He gets a big hand from the hometown crowd as he walks out. And Murphy allowed 7 hits. He walked 1, struck out 3. Oh, with big guns coming up. Absolutely. You're so right about that. You know that? It's a good, with 1 out, right? I mean, I don't know. Murphy walked 1. He struck out 3. And he has allowed 3 runs, but he's responsible for bases loaded, 1 out. And Epstein coming in. Let's see who it's going to be now. They used Wright, Fisher, and McLaughlin. McLaughlin, you never know when to use a reliever, but Jim McLaughlin, usually used, the emphasis is on starter. And he pitched in real world in this game, in relief. Yes, they have relief. Let's give him a minute to take his warm-ups. The right-hander who sadly died of, I believe, blood cancer or some kind of cancer. And with Epstein coming up, the left-handed hitter, it's a recipe for disaster. I could have brought Tatum in, but he's also a right-hander, okay? And he got the save yesterday. I could have brought Hoyt Wilhelm in. He's a right-hander. Wilhelm was very good this year. Okay, and by the way, he's warming. Wilhelm. Oh, it's a great one, Sebastian. I'm not going to summarize it because I think that would just take a lot away. McLaughlin is just taking his warm-ups. Coming in for Murphy, who is the winner of record, but it's bases loaded, 1 out, and Mike Epstein is the batter. Okay, McLaughlin is ready. Epstein with 1 out. 1 out, bases loaded, infield back. The pitch to Epstein. 5-7, grounds to second. Alomar, 9-3, turns the double play. It's a double play ball. The side is retired. McLaughlin gets Epstein to ground into a double play. I'm as disappointed as you, Kathy. No runs, 2 hits, a walk, and 2 left. Murphy continues the winner of record. He allowed 3 runs, and McLaughlin going for the save if he finishes it. And we're going to head to the bottom of the 8th. What a ball game. That was a huge disappointment for Senator fans. We have a new pitcher for the Washington Senators. His name is Jim Schellenbach. There's his numbers if you want to take a look. He'll face Fregosi to get it started here in the bottom of the 8th. If you're looking ahead to the 9th, it'll be the 2 Allens and Brinkman. Bernie Allen, Hank Allen, and Eddie Brinkman. They're 1 for 9 tonight. Bernie had a base hit in the 7th. Either way, I think the Angels really wanting to get to 500 tonight. Angels are in third place. They're way behind. They're about 10 or 11 games behind the second place A's. And they're trying to get to 500. Schellenbach will face Fregosi to start it off here in the bottom of the eighth. Schellenbach, a left-hander. You like that, Kathy? Pretty, huh? Okay, Schellenbach is ready. Third pitcher tonight for Washington. Here's the windup and the pitch to Fregosi. 5-10, and that's catcher X. French, he's a 3. 3-3. And he pops out to Jim French, the catcher. Sort of a tedious way to get that outcome, but that's fine. And here comes Bubba Morton. Still getting a hand. Bubba, 2 for 3. 2 blasts. Reached on a force. You like that, Kathy? Yeah. Bubba Morton, the surprising big man with 2 home runs. Okay, Schellenbach, very slow. Lower slower, how are you, sir? Very slow worker on the mound. He's ready now. Here's the pitch to Morton. That's 2-4. And it's grounded to first for 2 away. And here's Rodriguez, 3 for 3. 3 singles tonight. So it's tragic how he died. I believe it was hit by a car. I think he was a pedestrian. I think the driver was drunk. I'm not sure if I have that exactly right. How tragic is that? You know, it makes life almost, it's treated with no regard. Two outs, nobody on. Here's the pitch from Schellenbach to Rodriguez. 1-6. And that's a line out to second, caught by Bernie Allen. 1-2-3 for Schellenbach. Very nice. This is the last chance. Jim McLaughlin threw 1 pitch to end the 8th inning with a ground ball that Epstein hit on the first pitch to double up and end the inning with no runs. The Senators are down by 2, and in steps Bernie Allen, 1 for 3 tonight. Hank on deck, and that'll be Brinkman. McLaughlin going for the save here. That's tasty. Here's the pitch from McLaughlin. 3-9, pops it up to second. And Alomar makes the catch. Oh, this is great baseball. So Bernie is retired. I want Washington because just goes to show you I'm not biased. Or at least I account for my biases, I should say. Okay, Hank Allen is the batter. McLaughlin into his windup, and the pitch to Hank for 8. And that's hit into left field for a base hit. Hank Allen, his first hit of the ball game. Hank Allen with a nice shot into left field, and here comes Eddie Brinkman. Jim French on deck. Can you believe French? Oh, McLaughlin, really good pitcher. Working from the stretch, and the pitch to Brinkman. 3-5, walked him. It's first and second now. You know, Jim looked so good, he's now let up a base hit to Hank Allen. A walk to Bernie Allen. And there's going to be a hitter for Jim French. Yes, there is. Isn't that interesting? Ted Williams. Coming in to hit is a man who was a most valuable player. And Lord, he sure faded away. It's Zoilo Versales. I think he might have had injuries. Kind of strange how they made him. I always thought he was a peculiar choice. He hit 265 the year that I know I shouldn't just go by that. The year that he won it, something like that. Whoa, that was that's kind of big, but okay. Here's Versailles. Okay, McLaughlin working from the stretch. They're trying to stay with McLaughlin here. There is action in the Angels bullpen. Clyde Wright, often used as a starter. He was used in real world. Here's McLaughlin from the stretch. The pitch to Versailles. That's 1-8. And he struck him out. And that's 2 down. First by McLaughlin. And we go to the top of the order. Del Unser, 2 for 4 tonight. And this is it, Del. Rip the cover off the ball. Okay, McLaughlin is ready. He's from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Unser. 3-9. Grounder to second. Alomar, the ball game is over. Let's look at the final play. 3-9 against the right-hander. Ground ball second. And the ball game is over. And I think it was a good play, good game played by both clubs. Kathy Harden, I'm sorry to see the Nats lose it, but I think the pitching was very good, even though McLaughlin got into a jam. And so did, not an awful jam, first and second one out, struck out Versailles, and then got Unser to ground out. He actually was something else. We're waiting for the star of the game from Mr. Perota. And we'll do our post game right now. The winner of this ball game is Tom Murphy. McLaughlin gets the save. McLaughlin pitched 1 2/3, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, no runs. Moore is the loser. Schellenbach pitched 1 inning. Retired in order. Let's see, I see a text. What is that? Oh, absolutely. Morton is the star of the ball game. The ball game is over, Mr. Perota. You must have typed that a long time ago. Lord, I'm just seeing it. Angels, 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. Washington, 3 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. The star of the game is Bubba Morton. We would like to say that Tom Murphy pitched good baseball. Cox and Schellenbach, McLaughlin. So it was pretty good pitching all around. Moore was taken out, so that's the way that went. I enjoyed the ball game. I will put up, I'm not even going to put up the game for tomorrow, but there's a game at 9 a.m. Eastern U.S. Then we go back to 5 p.m. for the afternoon ball game, the twilight ball game. Jeffrey Guterman. No, I did not miss a pitcher's spot. No, sir. Sebastian. No, I don't know what you mean by that, but that's the way it is. I thought it was a good game. I'm going to have to enter these home runs and do it. And the win by Murphy. Catch you tomorrow morning, everybody, and thank you for a great game.